Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, thank you for watching my presentations. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Nisa Halimah S from Public Relations major, Buana University. As you all know, the novel coronavirus pandemic, known as COVID-19, is very much a disease of the moment. So, in this occasion, I'll try to give explanation about the latest global issue. And I will divide this presentation into three parts. First, we will talk about where this deadly virus came from, and second is what role do animals play in this pandemic, and the last we will talk about how can we prevent this from happening in the future. The new coronavirus is known as 2019 nCoV. It stands for 2019 novel coronavirus. It is a seventh coronavirus found to cause illness in humans. The disease was first identified in December in Wuhan, the capital of China's Hubei province, and has since spread globally, resulting in the ongoing 2019 coronavirus pandemic. The virus is mainly spread between people during close contact, often via small droplets produced during coughing, sneezing, or talking. While these droplets are produced when breathing out, they usually fall to the ground or onto the surface rather than being infectious over a large distance. And as the death toll of COVID-19 keeps rising, scientists are still uncertain about where this deadly virus came from in the first place. It's believed that it jumped from animals to humans. So far, penguins and bats that were sold at the wet market in Wuhan in China are the most likely candidates. But the virus doesn't stay with humans. There are signs that it's also spreading to other animals. A tiger at the Bronx Zoo at New York City has tested positive of COVID-19 of developing a dry cough. A couple of lions also show signs of the infection, and there are reports in Hong Kong that dogs has tested positive without having any of the usual symptoms. And so, actually, what role do animals play in this pandemic? One study found that a coronavirus found in bats share 96% of its genetic material with the virus behind the current pandemic known as SARS-CoV-2. But this particular bat virus is unlikely to have infected human cells directly. What is more likely is that the virus jumped to humans via another animal. One prime candidate is pangolins. The coronavirus found in pangolins has similar surface proteins which receptor to the virus currently infecting humans. But other animals are also potential transmitters. To search for the source of this pandemic is still in full swing. And how can we prevent this from happening in the future? Scientists don't think we can ever completely prevent this jump from the animal to humans. We are entering habitats usually were prohibited before, and any health organization and the globalization. What we could do is to put more emphasis on discovering these spillover events, as we call them, early, and then try to control and contain them as early as possible to avoid that they actually then continue to expand in something as we see now. And here a few things to do to prevent this from happening in the future. We need to strengthen the antenna of global health to ensure that when the next virus emerges, which is we'll catch it faster, perhaps even snuff it out. And we need to double down on the development of vaccine, which will include assuring large pharma companies that their investment won't be wasted should an outbreak end before one is ready. And the last, we need to build more slack into our public health systems. Just as the US military is designed and funded to fight a war on two fronts, so our healthcare system should have the surge capacity to meet the next pandemic. And the conclusion from my presentation is the virus is thought to be natural and have an animal origin through spillover infection. The actual origin is unknown, but by December 2019, the spread of infection was almost entirely driven by human-to-human transmission. Here are a few recommended measures to prevent infection include frequent hand washing and maintaining physical distance from others, covering cough and sneeze with a tissue or inner elbow, and keeping unwashed hands away from the face. And the most important thing, the use of mask is recommended for those who suspect they have the virus and the caregivers. Well, I think that's all from me. I hope you get the meaning of what I want to deliver to you. And if you have any questions, please drop a comment below. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.